Hello viewers, for DIYers here, back on the review video for everyone. Now in this particular video I'll be reviewing the difference between the aftermarket and OEM cup holders for BMW E39. Now if you're looking for a replacement video, be sure to check out those as well, because I will include those in the description below. Now normally I like to stick with OEM parts regardless of what vehicle that is, just because it maintains the quality and ensures that you do have somewhat of a good product there. Now unfortunately with the common problem, I'm sure everybody knows, especially with the E38s as well, which is the 7 Series, you do also have the cup holders that are commonly breakable. They're not very robust by any means. And with the pricing being here, you can purchase basically two aftermarket ones for what is worth a brand new one. And not to mention there isn't really any updates on these items either. It's different if you had an update and you didn't have to worry about it breaking. Then I guess, you know, I personally myself would find that it would be okay to go and purchase that updated version, but again, it's the exact same product as it was equipped with in 97. Now comparing the finishes with these, I will include some photos towards the end of the video as well. I have noticed the finish has been very good on these aftermarket ones. They still do feel as though they would be the OEM ones, basically the exact same feel. Now the only thing I did notice which was slightly different on the front ones here is that if I do open them up here, you can see you do have some cutouts for where the flaps go, the rubber flaps. Now I don't think that's really a big deal, probably just helps it flex a little better, but I would imagine over time they will probably crack after a while and fall off. Now if you're looking at the OEM ones here, you will notice that they don't have them whatsoever. Now I'm not exactly sure how old these OEM ones are in the car. I never had really any previous consent with the previous owner of it either, so I'm not sure what the durability will be. But once I install these in my vehicle, now I will post the kilometers as well as what date I did install them at, just to see how long they do last for, both for the front and rears. Now I'm doing a full replacement on them, so that should be at the same time frame for both of those. The rears may not be used as much because I don't usually have rear passengers in my vehicle. Now again, showing with the rear ones here, you can see this one's actually broken as well. Kind of having a hard time to get it open. Okay, we'll stick with that side. And we're going to these ones here, and you can see it's pretty much the exact same. Now you don't have those little cutouts on this one here as you do right there either, as opposed to that just that front aftermarket version. Now I gotta say everything else looks pretty much identical here. You know, they might use a little bit different material for the gears and struts because I can see they are a different color, and it appears to be the same for the front as well. You can see there's a black gear inside, and you'll have the standard white gears on here. Now I'm not sure if that would be a nylon material. If somebody does have a little more info on that, it would be greatly appreciated. You can see I don't have the cap over here as well. It looks like somebody has removed that in order to modify this one to stay in place. Now I know normally what happens is either they'll jam closed, or they won't open at all, or even these little arms will break off after a while. So I don't believe the gear is in the main concern with operation wise. Now I do have the new JL Germany cup holder installed here, and you can see it does, I gotta say, it does match fairly well to the rest of the surroundings. I find it does stick out just a touch here on both sides, but also the OEM ones seem to do that as well. You can see the plastic, even the texture of the plastic and the color does match fairly well. The rest of the interior here I do have a protectant cleaner on there, so that may be why it's a little more blacker than the rest of this. Once I apply the cleaner on it, it should blend right in hopefully. Other than that, I was quite happy. It does fit quite tight on the sides here. From my personal experience, when I did remove the old cup holder, it didn't quite fit that tight on the sides there, so I just had to be careful about that when I was installing it. Other than that, I am quite happy with the final product here. See, everything does work correctly. So hopefully it'll have a long lifespan on it, so we'll see how it works. Obviously this one will be used more as compared to the passenger one in the rear seat. So you can see I have the aftermarket JL Germany installed in the back side here. To say everything lines up fairly nicely here, even the texture wise on the back one lines up quite nicely as well. As I mentioned with the front side, I do have a plastic protectant on the interior here, so it's possibly why it blackens the rest of it up a little better than it does this here. Now, I haven't applied it yet on here, but I will eventually. Other than that, even fitment was very good. I didn't have any problems pushing it in and snapping it into place. It's held in there very firmly, more firmly actually as opposed to the original one, which possibly there was a clip that was broken on it as well. You can see it still works good. Everything seems to function correctly. So we'll see how long this one lasts for. So just before I wrap up here, I also want to make note that I'm not affiliated with this company by any means. This is just my own personal review of what I think of their products. And again, when these do break, I will post when they do in the description below. If you don't see nothing that they've broken yet, obviously they've still survived the test of time and usage in my car. So this concludes the rest of my tutorial video. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to post them below. Also, please post your comments if you have experience with this product as well. Maybe you've got defects with it, or you want to mention how long these cup holders have lasted as well. That would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my video. Thank you for watching.